Hello, Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus placements. I hope you're well. Thank you so much for being here. I'm Jen with Timeline Tarot. This is your tarot card for the week of March 15th, 2026. It is a collective general reading. So as the messages come through today, take what fits, leave what doesn't, because if it's not your message, it simply means it's meant for someone else. And of course, check your other placements. If you don't know what they are, in the description box is a link where you can obtain your free birth chart. Also, I want you to keep in mind, this is not what you don't see coming for the week ahead. The tarot card of the week reading is intended to give you something to think about or some type of question to ponder so you can go within and make the decision that is best for your life at this time. With all of that said, let's begin. Tapping into the Leo collective now, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus placements. What is the tarot card of the week here for the Leo collective for the week of March 15th, 2026? Let's get one more shuffle here. Thank you. Your tarot card for the week, the Four of Wands. What situation in your life is bringing you the stability you seek? At the bottom of the deck, you have the Hermit. What situation in your life is asking you to go within? Okay. Clarify why the Four of Wands is the tarot card of the week for the Leo collective. That's Samuel right there. Sammy, say hello to the Leo collective. He's been showing up more and more in the readings, particularly for Leo. So, okay, why is the Four of Wands the tarot card of the week here for the Leo collective? One more shuffle here. Thank you. You have the Five of Swords, you have the Lovers, you have the Queen of Pentacles, and you have the Knight of Pentacles. At the bottom of the deck, you have the Six of Cups, you have the Tower, and you have Judgment. Okay, tell me why the Five of Swords is here for Leo this week. Why is the Five of Swords here for Leo? Sorry about all of those notifications. Those are my cameras outside. I believe I'm receiving a blink delivery. Those are my blink cameras going off. I believe I am receiving an Amazon delivery. Five of Swords. One more shuffle here. Thank you. Five of Swords is clarified by the Page of Cups, the Sun card, which is you, and the Eight of Swords. Queen of Pentacles. Why is the Queen of Pentacles here? One more shuffle. Thank you. Queen of Pentacles is clarified by the Ace of Swords, the Devil, with two cards came out here, the Wheel of Fortune and the Hermit. Knight of Pentacles. One more shuffle here. Thank you. Knight of Pentacles, clarified by the Fool, the Ace of Pentacles, and the Eight of Wands. Bottom of the deck, the Four of Pentacles. Okay. I know that you're a fixed sign, so I don't want you to be offended by this. I love the Leo collective. I feel like this is a career and finance reading for you, whether you have a job or not. There's something here that you're doing with money, whether it's how you invest money or how you create money for yourself. I feel like it's not working. It's not providing you with the stability. You're doing the same thing over and over again. You're doing the same job over and over again. You're in the same industry over and over again, or you're running your business the same way over and over again. There's something here in this Six of Cups that you keep doing over and over again that source is saying it's time for you to call judgment on it and say, this is no longer working. This job or this industry or this way of investing my finances needs to be revamped, needs to be revitalized, needs to be redone. I need to learn something new. The old way is no longer working. The old way of generating wealth or maintaining it or investing it is no longer working. There's something here where if you were to learn it, you would like beat out the competition. I think some of you, this seems to be a reading for those of you where you are very focused on material gain. And I don't think it's coming from a toxic place. I think what you're looking for is overall financial stability, long term, not, scratch off ticket, win $20 today, lose $40 tomorrow, win $70 the next day. I think I've tapped into a group of you, you want long term, sustainable financial results. And I think your new beginning here is you're going to need to create a plan to create this wealth here for yourself. There's something new here that you need to move forward on. What is that? This is very similar to the Cancer reading. Yours seems to be more around beating out the competition. So I feel like this is especially geared for those of you where you work in like a very high competitive industry. or there's a lot of people vying for your job, like your type of position. Like it's not a position that's available all the time, but when it comes up, like 150 people apply for it type of thing. Or if it's a business that you have, it's a highly competitive industry. But there's a way here for you to beat out the competition. There's a way here to make sure that when you apply for that job, it's yours, or the job that you have stays yours, or the business that you have continues to thrive and outpace. I heard outpace the competition. So what is it that you need to learn here? Clarify that 8 of Wands. One more shuffle here. Thank you. The 8 of Wands is clarified by the King of Swords, Justice, and the 7 of Cups. Bottom of the deck, Queen of Wands. Okay. There's something here that I think would really aid you and benefit you. I'm going to read this 2 different ways for you. For some of you, I'm looking at new technological advances, whether that's the introduction of AI, new programs, new apps. If you edit content or edit software, it would be like new editing software, ones that give you a variety of choices or utilize more AI tools, more editing filters or transitions and stuff like that. For others of you, there's something here about you possibly going back to school or learning something. This would be like this would be like you are really great at, I don't know, maybe you own a store and you're really good at owning a store, but you would benefit from maybe taking a course or a class in marketing or in advertising or in using technology. Like if you're a small business owner, you probably can't afford to hire someone to do posters or online ads for you or something like that. This would be you taking a course or a class to learn how to do that for yourself. I definitely feel like this is, this seems to be focused around technology here. Tell me more about this here. So again, taking courses, classes, or some type of certification. Tell me more about this here for the Leo collective. One more shuffle here. Thank you. And I think like it opens the doors, like it opens the doors to financial freedom or financial stability for you. 6 of Swords, the 2 of Swords, and the Page of Wands. Bottom of the deck, Temperance. Yeah, there's definitely something here, and maybe you can't see it right now. And I think that's what Source wants you to focus on this week. This financial long-term stability that you're looking for. There's something that you're missing here. There's another way that you can do something, or a quicker way that you can do something. I'll give you an example using myself, and I don't like making the readings about me, but if I feel inclined to share something with you, then I want to share it with you. So when I started my YouTube channel 2 years ago, I really didn't know much about uploading these videos. And what I noticed was I was putting up a video like this type of reading, right? Tarot card of the week reading for all 12 signs. It would be like a 2 or 3 hour video. Number one, AI would not be able to translate it in other languages. They limit it to about 60 minutes, sometimes an hour and a half if I get lucky. But then it's done from there on out. So a 2 or 3 hour video for my channel anyway does not get auto dubbed into like 22 other languages. So I lose a huge portion of the collective that would benefit from the message. I also lose a huge portion of revenue that would be generated from those people watching those videos, right? Because YouTube pays us, albeit small, nominal percentage for the advertisement. So there's something like that here at play. So what I learned, and it took me nearly a year and a half to figure it out, was instead of doing these 2 or 3 hour long videos, why don't I condense them by doing one video for each sign? So now instead of doing one video for Tarot Card of the Week, that's 3 hours long, I put out 12 videos. That ensures that YouTube can AI auto dub it into 22 languages. More people see it. And I thought at first, oh, this is going to shorten my revenue. It actually slightly increased it. So, and again, I think it's because of that auto dubbing. So there's something like that. And I just think that you're just not seeing it in that 2 of Swords where you're blindfolded. It's just like, it could be something that just takes a little bit of a tweak or a little bit of knowledge. you know, using a different type of editing software, using a different type of program. I just think that this will give you the success that you want. You'll be able to beat out the competition, or like I said, get that job or keep the job that you have, because the world is very competitive these days. So there's something like you can learn to shore up the job you have, get the job you want, or change your business model. And I think in any of those groups that you belong in, you will be able to beat out the competition. And it's small. We're looking at Page of Cups to the Page of Wands. This is something small that you can learn or tweak. And we don't have pentacles here in terms of like, this is going to cost you a lot of money to obtain this program, or learn this, or even implement this. This seems to be small, something that you can do on your own, but it's going to require effort on your part in terms of like doing the research, taking the time to learn it. It could be for one or two of you some type of certification. I don't think that's really needed for the majority of you. Maybe for 20%. I feel like 80% of you, this is something you could do at home. This seems to be like a DIY, do-it-yourself type of knowledge. But again, it's going to require effort on your part. But just the smallest little tweak is going to change up the way you're doing business, or the way you're showing up in the business world, and will bring you the financial stability that you're seeking. And we have Temperance here at the bottom of the deck. Yeah, I think it'll just help you balance or better alchemize the way you make money. Anything else we need to know about the old way of doing things here? It's like it's no longer going to work for you in the future. And for most of you, it's not working right now. One more shuffle here. Thank you. Yeah, the Five of Cups, the Two of Wands, and the Four of Pentacles. I think you can stay stubborn in doing it that way. I just don't think it works out well for you. Like the business ends up plateauing, or you never advance further at the job, something like that. Or God forbid you lose your job one day, it's going to be difficult for you to acquire another one. Not impossible, but difficult, because again, you don't have an edge. So I feel like this is preparing you for now, or in the near future, where gaining a little bit more knowledge, and it seems to be more technology driven here for you, will really give you the cutting edge, that you need to beat out the competition, especially for those of you where you are entrepreneurs, or you're thinking about becoming an entrepreneur. I just think learning something a little bit differently will help you beat out the competition. All right, let's get you 3 cards of advice here for the Leo collective. So what situation in your life is bringing you the stability you seek? I would say the acquisition of knowledge in regards to technology. Let's get you 3 cards here now, my love. One more shuffle. Thank you. You have Strength, Six of Wands, and the Four of Pentacles. Bottom of the deck, lovers. As always, this is your choice here. You don't have to do this, but there is something here about gaining control and stability of your long-term goals, financial goals, being successful with them. And I think all you need here is a little courage and a little patience to move forward and learn whatever this is. So I would take the time this week, 2 Hermit cards here, to decide, you know, go within and think about what if I learned blank, if I knew blank, if I acquired this skill, how would that enhance my finances? I think that'll be your answer. And then at least you'll have an idea of what it is that you need to learn to create some real long-term financial stability for yourself. That's what I have for you, Leo, for the week ahead. If you like that message, resonates with you, you want to claim all or part of it, please be sure to click like, share, comment, and subscribe. Hype the video if you're able to do that. And until I read for you again, I am wishing you light, love, and peace.